Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I just want to say thank you to my subscribers and thank you to those who have recently joined me. So I'm doing a video today. It's an informational video on Vaporub because a lot of us grew up with that, and in my just daily search for remedies, I came across an article that I want to share with you guys the benefits of Vaporub. Okay, so there's 12 benefits that I want to share, and I hope you guys will find it informative. The first one is that it works as an insect repellent. So I know for me and my girls, occasionally I'll run out of the spray. And we always keep Vaporub, but we've only used it for colds. But what I learned now is that you can actually use it to fight off mosquitoes, flies, and other insects. So, I mean, the stench is a little bit strong, but it works. And so that's one use. And so this is 12 uses of Vaporub. The next one is it relieves headaches. So occasionally, like when I get a headache, I get it right here, like in my forehead or in the temples. So because of the menthol that's in the Vaporub, it helps to lower the blood pressure in your head. So if you get a headache, you can just rub a little bit here and it's gonna relieve that pressure. All right, so these are good. Now, another thing that was shocking was that it helps you take care of your feet, because I know like during the winter months, I occasionally will get dry skin, like scalp. Everywhere is dry. Like I have to use a different moisturizer for the winter. And so, but the Vaporub, you can use it at night. So what you do is you take the menthol, well, not the menthol, that's the main ingredient, but you take the Vaporub and you rub it on your feet, and then you take a pair of old socks and you put it on and you go to bed. Okay, now the next morning you want to wash your feet, because you don't want to go wherever you need to go with that menthol smell. Okay, so and then after you wash your feet, you want to take like a pumice stone and you want to scrub away that dead skin. So these are good benefits, guys. I just had to share. So another tip is that it actually helps if you have a pet. All right, because a lot of pets, they operate on a sense of smell. So let's say if your dog or cat had an accident in the living room by the sofa. Now, if you reprimanded your cat and said, don't pee, don't do that. But if you add a little bit of the Vaporub to that spot, the pet will know not to go back to that spot and have an accident. Okay, so it helps to prevent those incidents from occurring. And then let's say, for instance, if you have a cat, I know occasionally cats will claw at different pieces of furniture, sometimes the curtains, and if you add a little bit of the Vaporub to that area where they have that fixation where they want to tear it, that will keep them from doing it, and they'll learn their lesson, because they don't like that smell. Like that smell is very offensive, right? And so that'll keep them from ruining your furniture. Now, the next thing that was shocking to me is that it helps to reduce stretch marks. Now, stretch marks to me after 2 kids just seem really impossible to get rid of. But from the article I read, it said that if you just apply it consistently over a 2-week period, that you'll notice a change in your stretch marks. So hey, it's worth a try, right? Now, the next thing is it treats toenail fungus. I know some women deal with it, but mostly men who participate in sports, they get the fungus. And so the article suggests that you just add a little bit of Vaporub every night, and then put your socks on, and in the morning when you get up, wash your feet and repeat it until you actually see that your nails are going to recover fully. Now that's a huge one, especially for guys, because when the summer comes, some guys want to go to the beach, and a lot of them are embarrassed because of the fungus, because it eats those toenails away. Okay. The next tip is it gets rid of bruises. So if you get a bruise, you can just add a little bit of Vaporub to the bruise, and observe the healing process. Now the ointment, what it's going to do is reduce some of the swelling, and then the bruise is going to disappear faster. So imagine that, all in this vapor rub. So it's pretty amazing. The next tip is it also reduces earaches. Okay, so if you have an earache or your child has an earache, you can take like a cotton swab, put a little bit of the vapor rub on there, put it in the ear, and leave it there for just about a few hours. And you know, I'm not saying it's a supplement for seeing the doctor, but it can at least hold you over until you're able to see your doctor. Okay, so it doesn't cure the ear infection itself, but it just actually helps. But it's more important to see a doctor when it comes to that. Okay, the next one is that it brings noticeable results to your face. Okay, so this is something that some people may be skeptical on, but it's saying like if you have acne, if you have pimples, that you can leave the vapor rub on overnight. Okay, and then in the morning clean your face and be persistent so that you can see these changes. So it's worth a shot, guys, definitely. Now the next tip is that it relieves muscle and back pain. So I know that the menthol, it's like a natural ingredient, and so it helps to relax the stress muscles. So anytime you have like a cramp or an ache or anything like that, if you're suffering from a tennis elbow, you can try massaging some of the vapor rub into your affected area until the pain is gone. So you're actually rubbing it into that area. All right, so it's worth a shot. I know plenty of people who suffer from back pain and muscle pain, especially if you're into sports or if you have a job that you do repetitive actions, like a stylist. They're always on their feet, and they get back pain occasionally. Now the number one tip, especially for moms who have had babies and even some guys too, is that from the article it says that it helps reduce or get rid of belly fat. Okay, so they're saying mix a tablespoon of crushed camphor, 1 tablespoon of alcohol, 1 tablespoon of baking soda, and a half a jar of vapor rub. Okay, and once you mix that, I'll say it again, a crushed tablet of camphor, 1 tablespoon of alcohol, 1 tablespoon of baking soda, and half a jar of Vicks. All right, so you mix that until you have a paste, and you want to do this before you attempt any physical exercises. So you apply it to your abdomen, and then you can wrap yourself with a plastic wrap. Like I have a waist belt that I use, and when you finish your workout, they want you to rinse it off with plenty of water. So some people use the really expensive creams for that, but this is a homemade cream, and if you do it 2 to 3 times a week, they're saying that you'll notice a great difference. So I just wanted to share that with you, and I would like to recommend, because some people are really sensitive to certain creams and such, to test a small area of your skin just to make sure you're not allergic before you do like a full-on treatment on yourself. And I'm not a doctor. I went to school for something else. It wasn't medical, but I just wanted to share these tips with y'all. And if you have any doubts on this, you can consult your healthcare professional. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, and have a blessed day. Oh, please like and subscribe. Thanks.